769-6957.
Ubi Global Farms Industry Limited.
The feed that feeds your birds.
Let's talk politics, dynamics, and permutations.
It's a concern that we have for our country, Nigeria. So this is beyond partisan politics. Nigeria is on drip. Nigeria is on oxygen. And how can we get out of this? And these are the kind of people who say they are leaders of this country. What example I may show you are leaders of the country?
Let's keep you abreast with happenings in the polity.
I am an employee of the president. I pay the president's salary. I pay the bills of the family. And he must protect me.
All the resources available in this country has to come together at this time to see how best we can move forward. The interest of Nigeria is part of it.
Standpoint.
Standpoint, the center of all talks of politics.
Standpoint, Mondays to Fridays, 9 a.m. on Rapid 96.5 FM.
No Nigerian is more Nigerian than any Nigerian. That's right.
It is the very last day in the month of May 2024. And then going by the saying that the universe pays and rewards actions and works. We have been driving down. It is 2 years counting now across subnational and national governments, including Abia State. Remember that a few days ago, the state government marked 1 year in office. We started the series a fortnight ago, and then we'll be wrapping it up. Expectations as we look at building the new Abia, expectations in the coming years. The platform is all about you this morning. Remember that it is participatory governance. If you do not take your stand, if you don't make your input, I don't think that the government would be able to exhaust your expectation. A very good morning to you and welcome to Standpoint, the center of all talks of politics. We'll reel out and then monitor the activities achieved in the past 1 year in Abia State, and also set the agenda as well in areas that we had shortcomings, we had deficiencies that this government could improve upon, and see how it will result at the end of the day. Incorruptible Sam, it's good to have you join Standpoint.
Yeah, good morning to you, Moses Ben. Thank God it's Friday. I hope some of us haven't actually forgotten, because a lot in our heads now. We're thinking a lot as Nigerians, and the more you think, it's getting better. The more it changes. But don't forget, in everything, don't try to forget your name. If you forget your name in life, you're finished. Don't allow things
Would that
to
be
get
possible for one to forget his or her name?
It's the way our leaders are going around now. Someone might ask you, what is your name? You know your name is Ben Moses. Just imagine saying Emeka. Chukwuemeka. My name is, Are you asking me my name?
It could be an investiture that it was given to him somewhere.
I hope it doesn't get to that point in as much as we obviously want to make you feel good, but come on, deep down, so many people are not really happy in Nigeria. Unfortunately, the leaders don't care. Yeah, that's what we have actually noticed. They don't care. Yeah, they don't care, because if they do, they would have actually paid attention to the things that will make people happy. They don't really care, and that's the scary part.
No, don't you think it would be out of context completely to say that they don't care?
They don't care. That's what I'm saying.
Because if you give the fact that a particular constituents will come out to say, okay, this was done either by my representative or what. So that's why I'm finding it difficult to align with that line of thought. I don't know about that.
They don't care. 100%. We see representatives that in 100% they will be delivering 10%, and we still clap for them. And we have made it look so. It's now so tiring.
Okay.
You see people say, yes, he did something. We are clapping over the little thing that the person has done with our money. That's another point I wanted. It's our money now. Some of them, they don't feel that cool. But you see them getting into the office few months, they are rich. No, I don't envy them. But why not work for the people? They don't care. If they care, the national anthem issue is enough reason. Who, amongst all that actually pushed for this, contacted his or her constituent to say, okay, see, this is what we want to do. And they are representing us, especially House of Reps. Maybe they don't know. The full meaning is House of Representatives. How many of them do come back home to ask question of, oh, fine, the people I'm representing, what do you guys think about this thing that we are discussing? Should we go ahead? Should I support this? No, they don't. The senators, how many of them do come back to say, see, this is what we want to do in the house? Do you guys support it? No. But you see people just doing, because they think, oh, they are there, they can do anything and nobody will ask them questions. In summary, they don't care. But we care for the listeners. That's why we're here.
All right, it's a poll that you can always make your input. Remember that government listens to your unions.
They do.
They do.
They listen.
I have verified that, Sam. They do. I'm saying this confidently because of the report that I have. Well, it was an ugly incident yesterday in the city of Aba, Abia State precisely. Reports reaching us. We can see different figures on different dailies this morning. Some say 2, some say 3. There are dailies that carry 4, and I was surprised. I saw a particular daily carried up to 5 about military personnel that were killed yesterday. Remember that it was declared by the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra yesterday to be Biafran Day. But this is all about human life at this point. Not just at that point also. These are persons who ensure security of our territory. Ike Ogbonnaya, good morning. Good to have you join Standpoint.
Good morning, my brother, Moses Ben. Well, like you rightly said, what happened yesterday was very pathetic. It was completely uncalled for. You know, just when we thought we were having some relative peace over here, and all of a sudden, there's now another resurgence of, security challenge. You know, we condemn in very strong terms the killing of those soldiers. One wouldn't know where those unknown gunmen emerged from, and because apparently they were not expecting it. That obviously wouldn't have happened. They were completely caught off guard. So it's completely uncalled for. We don't have anything. For me personally, I don't have anything, against the concept of setting out a day. Because 30th of May appears to be either the day the war broke out or the day the war stopped. I don't have anything against setting out a day, for memorials. Call it Biafra War memorials. And then let's get the entire Southeast geopolitical regions involved. Let it be, a time or a moment of sober reflections where people get to remember their loved ones. Well, it was more like a pogrom. People died, people were malnourished, Southeast lost millions of souls. So if they say, okay, on this day, let's gather together in a congregation of sober reflections, reflect, and then remember our loved ones that died at the war, fine. But it has to be properly organized and discussed, not just taking lives. I mean, I don't in any way support what happened in it's too bad. We are talking about human lives. When people die, it's as if one chicken there died. No way. These are human beings. They could even be our people from the East. And now
it's very possible.
Yes, it's possible.
The possibilities
and
are there.
No more.
The possibilities are there.
So it's not proper at all. I think, I pray that the powers that be should be able to rally around, and let's see how we can get out of this mess.
All right. Of course, the Ohanaeze Ndigbo has come up to condemn this act.
Yes, and then yesterday we understand the Ohanaeze Ndigbo had an interface with Mazi Kanu.
That yesterday also.
Yes, they had because it had been scheduled for them to meet with him at the DSS detention, and they did meet with him and had some very fruitful discussions. I believe that the effort that are being made will yield results. All we need to do is to be patient. People call and talk anyhow. I mean, I get irritated with the way and manner people call. Give people time. These things, don't happen overnight. It's not a miracle. It takes a while. it takes some high level of discussions and interactions.
And
you need to lobby.
There are also arguments, of course, some that the level of interest in this particular matter from the Southeast stakeholders has reduced, as a matter of fact. And I get to question when
and just when efforts are being made, to see how we can get Mazen Adekalo released,
they to be sabotaged by this kind of action and exercise.
Because this action now is trying to get federal government on guard. If, assuming they were even giving you, let's say, 20% or 30% attention, you understand, and wanting to increase it to maybe 80, and then eventually to 100. Now, with what has happened, what's going to happen? Are we not, aggravating the situation? It shouldn't be, for crying out loud. It shouldn't be.
All right, Incorruptible Sam. People have said, "Oh, come on, it's all about political solution at this point in time." And then our stakeholders down here, they've been on this issue. We've had discussion with them several times, saying that, "Come on, we've met with powers that be. We are negotiating. We are discussing this issue." What happened yesterday in Aba? Let's be sincere. We can say a lot in that line has happened because of this particular move. But if we keep doing it this way, this is our home. This is our region. Our businesses, families, everything is here. I don't think that it would, at the end of the day, affect us positively or impact on the people of the Southeast positively. Go down to places like Imo State, Anambra State, parts of Enugu State. You get to realize that building structures have been destroyed because of this particular move. I don't know if it's only when this kind of thing happens that it will send a strong message either to the federal government or people involved in the move.
It won't send any message. If we continue to do it this way, it won't send any message. And that's it. When Tinubu, that day he got sworn in, my former station, I said it on air, that yes, in as much as the case is in court, but just imagine me being the president and Igbo stakeholders comes to my Aso Rock Villa to talk about Nnamdi Kanu. There's what you say in Igbo, Anya na aso anya. And they will discuss this thing. See, we know it was not under your watch that our brother got, arrested. But we want you to look into the matter. Yes, he has actually been released or been asked to go by a court, but the previous administration kept him there. Now that you have taken over, what do you want to do in that matter? Remember, the Igbos, if you release your brother, there's a way to talk. If you release your brother, you'll be surprised that your next 4 years, they might actually support you. Allow Tinubu to think. Make this statement. Go back again. I'm not saying individual. I'm not saying Carlo Ben should just go and be talking about it on the pages of newspaper. No. I mean, go there, meet with him. The 3 senators from Abia State. The House members. Imagine the governors. I don't care your party now. The 5 Eastern governors.
Don't forget that before the 2023 general election, the governors then, the state, they visited Buhari.
Yes.
They made that move. But
it didn't happen. He was the one. It was his government that arrested Nnamdi. Now I'm saying Tinubu now that didn't play a role there. You go. I'm not saying one person. Discuss. Just like I have said, it's not something that will happen in a minute. The Igbo that we are talking about, his people played a big role. They didn't fight. They didn't kill anybody. They did not destroy anything. When Igbo was actually in Benin Republic, they said they tried as much as possible to protect him, not to come back to Nigeria. They did that. Look at him today. He's safe. We can do better. Yes, we don't know the people, but we have actually created a room to allow people come in there and act. You are talking about the people. The story reaching me is that 3 of them, they're from here, Abia State.
Are you serious?
Staff Sergeant Charles Ugochukwu, someone knows him. Someone said that a few weeks ago that he helped him recover his phone, that they stole his phone around that area. He raised an alarm. This sergeant now, Charles Ugochukwu, he has spent 30 years in service from Ogunabo. While Corporal Ibama Ikechukwu, who has actually spent 11 years in service from Obingwa.
Can you see that?
They were killed at the Obikabia Junction by unknown gunmen who came with 2 flashy cars. I saw the video. Flashy cars indeed. They are from here.
This is quite
now you
pathetic.
attack them. Who are these ones that attack? Because we don't know the people. We keep calling them unknown, but we have given them the room to act. Flashy cars, they act, they go. Now, just like what you have said, what will the president do? What will the soldiers do? I hear about he's not currently now. People are scared of going through some roads. Now we shouldn't do this thing this way. We are even now. The last time he made a statement, he said, "If you will be allowed to come back, that in 2 minutes or in a minute, that he will stop that."
He said
that means
the record is there.
He is not also in support of what is happening.
Even that yesterday, Iwanyawo said